Hello and welcome back for day 21 of this toy unboxing advent calendar as we continue down in the theme of idol culture. That's right, it's Figma Hosho Marine. I already have her Nendoroid, but yeah, now I've got the Figma. I've actually had it sitting around for a bit here. And you can tell here just looking at all these photos, so many options. This was like Marine, I'm not a particularly huge fan of per se, I suppose. Like, I just really like her design. And that was really why I had to pick this up. Like, I have a weakness for character designs with like giant oversized coats. And Marine is one of those character designs with a giant oversized coat. So let's get her open and let's take a look at everyone's favorite pirate VTuber. Getting this open here, we can see that a bunch of bits go flying as we get the figure out, and it's got a lot of different options. A lot of different options here. We're gonna have to free her from her plastic wrap and get this stuff out and out. And now we can take a look at Marine as a figure here and just see what we got right out of the box. So it is a fairly standard Figma, just looking at her right at the outset here. Yeah, we've got the winking face in here by default, like blushed cheeks a little bit. Yeah, and we can see here that it's fairly standard for Figma posability looking around. We have a ball joint here up in the neck, up and down, side to side. So, some decent looking around for the head there. We have shoulders. We've got, your standard Figma shoulders. There's a little bit of a butterfly there, not much of one, but, bit of a rocker there. Back and forward. Goes up, goes around, 360 like so. Elbow bend, little more than 90 degrees. And then, of course, we have just the standard, standard, the standard wrists and, the different hand options for the wrists. So, yeah. The twin tails are also on joints here, too. I'm just figuring out what kind of joints. Yeah, the twin tails are going to be able to swivel around like so. So you can get them back up like that if you want to have, like a breeze blowing or something like that. So, yeah, you've got options here. They do, they are on full ball joints. You can actually bend them up and down a little bit, but it's going to be limited by the way the hair is cut over here. What else we have here? We have her, we have, ball joint here, up here at the top of the, above the waist. We have nothing down here, but, we got lots of sculpting here. Like you can see like her outfit there, and the still visible belly button through the tights. We have the skirt up here, which is probably its own piece. Again, we have some standard Figma hips. Hips go round, like so. We have, what else? Legs are all one piece going all the way down, so this isn't as involved as the Samus that we opened up later, a few days ago. But what else? We have knees go up to about there, so not the greatest for knee range of motion, but fairly standard for Figmas, I guess. So we can get, we can still get some good poses out here. This is going to fold because we have some cuts in the skirt. So we can actually have her like squatting a bit. And then, of course, for ankles, we got ball joints here. So we have up-down ankle tilts, side to side. And we've got some full ankle tilts over here. Where it looks like they made the actual boot separate from the, top of the boot there. So it can go up and down, side to side, ankle tilt a little bit. But yeah, there's no toe articulation. These boots do not allow for it. They do not allow for that articulation at all. So let's stand Marine up, and then let's start taking a look at her accessory loadout. And I guess we'll start here first with the stand itself, because, yeah, I'm going to want to put her on a Figma stand. So we can get these open and get that arm out. And then we can also take a look and see what other accessories we have for the hands and such. Because we got a few. We got a few options here. So let's take her stand and plug her in so that we can actually pose this out without worrying about it falling over. As I take a look at everything. Because while she's clearly stable, it's still high heels. It's only going to be so stable. Yeah, so we'll put her up, you know, like this, just waving, you know, something like this. I don't know. Ahoy. But yeah, looking through what we have here for different options here for the hands. We have some pointing hands. We have peace sign hand. We have, you know, like just some hand here for holding stuff. Yeah, we've got some open hands, some closed fists. So you got lots of options for hands. I'm probably going to crack... Yeah, I'm going to crack these open because we're going to need some of these hands just to show off some of the accessories that she has properly. And then, of course, we got this bit here for the Figma stand that you can just plug into the back directly instead of plugging the stand in directly there. We might need that. I will see. Because we got a lot of accessories for Marine here. First of all, we've got a few different face options. So let's take a look at all the different options that we have for the face. There's going to be a lot of combinations here. And first, let's actually make sure we get her face in focus. So we can see just the, you know, the winky anime face that the default is. So we'll pop the hair and start swapping faces because we got a few options. First we have just, I guess first we have the horny face. First we have the super horny face right here. And yeah, no, that is a very, like, you know, Marine is horny face. What else we got? What else have we got? We have just yeah, this is interesting. It's like she said something and she is just like looking to her side a bit nervously here. Yeah, no, again, that's a really good face sculpt there. That's a good face sculpt. And then what else do we have? We also have an eyes closed face. So yeah, this one is, again, like it looks like it's, you know, radiating some of that like embarrassed energy there. Embarrassed, maybe a little horny, like that sort of energy. So you got like lots of options for faces here. And then we've got even more because there was a separate hairpiece here with the eye patch just sculpted in. So if we take a look at this here with the eye patch in, we have, you know, just to go through all the different permutations again, we have this face here. The more nervous face changes the character a bit. What else we got? I'm just going to work my way back up. We have the look into the side face again. So yeah, you know, still has a good amount of character to it. Still has all that character. Quoi d'autre? We have the horny face, as I termed it, which will just go in there. And yeah, no, it is still very much has that same energy to it. Still has that same energy. But I think that the face that the eye patch is probably going to go best with, honestly, is going to be her default neutral face because, you know, because of where they put the wink there, it's going to completely change the look of this here. Because instead of it being a winky face, it's now just like a more neutral face because we have that wink hidden, and like that looks pretty good. And again, like just looking at the detail on the eye patch here, like they've got her, you know, the whole heart symbol sculpted into it and stuff still. Like this looks pretty good here. This looks pretty good. Although, you know what, I'm going to just, I'm going to keep this face in just with some accessories, but I'm going to swap into a more Marine appropriate face. So yeah, so what else we got here? We've also got more accessories as well too, because she's got, you know, as a pirate type character, she has all those aforementioned accessories that, you know, are the type that I really get into. So we got like the whole pirate gear here. We've got her hat. I'm just looking to see how the hat plugs in. Oh, it looks like there's a little piece that they put in here for the hat. Is that just to keep it straight? Is that just for showing off the proper orientation, I guess? So let's see. I'm just making sure that I get this in properly because it looks like it's showing that the hat has a specific way of going in, I think. Hold up a minute. Okay, so the way this hat goes in here, they were actually fairly smart about it. The hat is meant to go in such that you have this little bit here that's stuck inside the hat. You can kind of see it there. There's just a clear plastic piece there. And that is meant to just use as a rubric here. So it seems to be showing that you put it on this way. Yeah, I guess you can just use it as a guideline for, assembling the hat. Yeah, you can just do that. You just put, well, did this just break or... Oh, no, it didn't. Yeah, so you just use that as a guideline. You can just line this piece up over here with the front hair. Make sure everything is properly aligned. And then we can just take this entire assembly here. Yeah, we can put this hair piece here. This is actually kind of tricky. Because, yeah, it's showing this just a way so that you can actually get the hat angle just right, it looks like. It's just kind of tricky here because you need to line everything up properly. And then slide the head in. I guess the way to do it would be to put this on here, not put it in all the way. Then line this piece up, line up this hat here. Or even just push this in most of the way like that. And then take this hat slot here, line it up with the tab. Like so. Oh, hold up. Yeah, this is really tricky. Yeah, so line it up with the tab, line it up with the slot, if you can, like this here. Yeah, like that. And then just keep pushing the head in. And yeah, there we have, the hat just applied. Just sitting slightly off center as it's supposed to. It's going to stay in place. Yeah, see, like here, it's going to stay in place fairly well now. It's at exactly the right angle for her model. So adding the little stabilization tab is like a clever way to do it. It's a good way to do it too so that the hat won't fall off. Like, it's nice and stable on this toy. That's good. And we're going to keep going with the rest of her whole pirate getup too, because that is going to involve swapping a whole bunch of things. We've actually got a few options for that too. Let's see. First of all, we have the actual coat itself. It's a nice shiny inner red, like nice satin inside. Looks great. You got all this posability on it too. Like you can see here that the coat itself is, multiple ball joints plus this back piece here. So you can play around with it, angle it, have it flowing back a little bit if you want. And it's just going to be a case of it's just going to plug straight into the back. So we can just unpeg her and peg the coat in directly like so. So it's just going to be like, just a standard around the, around the shoulders coat. And then we just plug in the stand into the back. And here we actually might, as I said, we might want that other piece. So we're going to go and pull out that other piece over here. And we're going to use this one right here, which has a little bit of a smaller peg, I believe. Yeah, this one here. And we are going to plug this into the back of the coat. I guess not really that smaller, but we'll just use this back here. And then we can just plug all this together and have her still standing on this stand. Okay, head popped off again. Yeah, we're not quite done though, because yeah, we need to actually swap out her arms, and we have two arm options here. We're going to start with the, what do we got here for arm options? Pop these off, and we are going to start with the long ones because we have a couple of options here where she has long sleeved arms here. Like, these are arms whereby, like, they are just, yeah, the sleeves are long enough. Yeah, these sleeves are long enough here for these forearms such that, you know, her hands are not visibly seen. And then these will, yeah, these will replace these at the elbow, these arms over here. So, all right, so let's start putting her hands on. We got the, you know, we got a right hand here. Sorry, right arm. I'm just messing up my terminology here right now. But yeah, we got this arm here. And again, we're continuing this whole like off the shoulder look, which again is one of those things that I just love in character designs in general. So we got this whole off the shoulder look for Marine here. And then we got this one over here. As you can see, yeah, we've got just some slots here so we can just put her different hands in there. Or we can just pop out these elbows and pop in these elbows instead. I'm just going to do one of these, I think. Yeah, and we can pop in these elbows, and we can give her like a... Yeah, we can give her a sleeve here that goes down longer than her hand, so you can't even see the hand through it. And we just play around with the rest of the coat back here. And just get this hat back in, like so. Play around with the rest of the coat a little bit, and then stand her back up. And yeah, then this one here, we would say take this and plug one of her hands in. And we are going to specifically use this hand because I want to show off one of her other accessories. So we're going to plug in this hand here. And we are going to show off her goblet accessory right here. Because she has a skull goblet here that she can drink from. And we can plug this, you know, this little peg here into the slot. Have her hold it. And now she has her skull mug. And she is able to just hold this mug and drink from it. And yeah, here we have Marine in all her glory. Let me just pose her out a little bit again. Stand, straighten up her pose a bit. Yo, this does give off a little bit of a drunk look as well too, which fits. But yeah, Marine here with her big oversized coat. You know, with these sleeves just sticking out. And I clearly put the wrong sleeve on here because you can see that detail. Like, let's swap this one out and swap this one on. So that's good to know. You can tell which sleeve is which just based off of where the detailing is. Yeah, that's a bit better there. So yeah, so we have her just with, you know, just her arm at her side there. And just standing around, maybe a little teetered over. And just, ahoy. It's Hosha Marine. She looks fantastic here. It's a really, really nice figure. And because we need to do proper comparisons and all that, here is Marine next to her Nendoroid self. So you can see that, yeah, we have... Well, I actually kind of went for the same look for both of these, except she's holding a cup and she's doing the peace sign. So I don't know what'll make it in the final mix when I put this on the shelf, but yeah, these both look really good next to each other there. Like, oh, these are just fantastic. So just to sum things up for continuing Idle Week here for these last few Advent calendar openings, if you want a proper, you know, like a VTuber pervy, you know, pirate type, yeah, Marine is definitely a character that you want to get. Like, she is one of the more popular ones, like in, I think both in Japan and even in North America, even though she is a Japanese VTuber, but it's a fantastic design that she's got there. I just love the overall aesthetic. It's got that, you know, off-the-shoulder coat look that I'm kind of hooked on when it comes to character designs. And yeah, definitely a nice Figma if you can get your hands on it. So until the next entry, this is General Techno signing off.